Joining me right now is one of the best lightweights in Europe, Norman Parke. You'll be fighting at Brave 13 in Belfast. What's going on, Norman?
How's it going, brother? Nice to speak to you. It's nice to
Oh,
speak to Asian friends. It's the first time I've ever did an interview with Asian person. So, yeah, first time's always the best time to say.
for no doubt, man, no doubt. Let's get into it. This fight with Myles Price, it was originally billed as a lightweight contest. Then it was changed to a catchweight bout. What was the reasoning behind the change?
Well, the reason why, because I just fought about a month ago on KSW. I had my last fight on KSW there about a month ago, and I missed weight by 3 pounds, and that's the most I've ever missed weight by any time. It's not like I was heavier or anything like that. It was just normal weight cut, like before. And once I got to the last few pounds, my body just stopped sweating, and that kind of freaked me out a wee bit. So I said, right, I want my next fight to be at catchweight because I want to be coming into the fight healthy, strong and healthy every time. So always a worry about making weight for the fight. And then whenever Brave, the guys at Brave says, we want you to fight, we're having a show here in Belfast, in Northern Ireland, we're having a show and we want you to fight on it. Are you injury free? And I said, yes, no problem, but there's one thing I want to get a catchweight. He goes, no problem. We got the guy here for you to fight, Myles Price. It's kind of like classic Irish feet Irish matchup too. So it's got to be kick to it. Plus, it's a rematch, and it's a rematch that Myles has always wanted to have. And now he's got the opportunity to take my spot, which is going to be a tough task for him, but he's got a good opportunity to take that. So I just wish him good luck.
Yeah, you just mentioned that it is a rematch in 2010. You submitted him at Cage Contender. Why are you deciding to give him a rematch? You don't really have to do it, right?
No, that was just an opportunity that was thrown to me, like to fight in Belfast, a good matchup for me. So people are trying to say, oh, you'll run right through this guy, but at the end of the day, it's just man v man. It's not like anything can happen in this sport. So I just think it's a good opportunity for me to get a bit of momentum, have this fight at a catchweight, make some good money, and then for my next fight, I've looked to fight again at maybe like September, October time. So that gives me like a lot of time to get my weight under control to go back to lightweight, because this is where I'm staying. I'm a lightweight fighter. I'm not a welterweight fighter. It's a big jump in between that, and maybe eventually you'll probably see like a light welterweight coming into play maybe in the not too near future. That's what I think. I think that's going to happen, because boxing has a lot of weights in between our lightweight and welterweight. That's a one stone jump, and boxing there's maybe like a couple of three boxing weights in between that. So I can see like our sport going down that avenue in the near future.
Do you believe that adding the weight classes like boxing has, do you think that another promotion should start it instead of just waiting for like the UFC to begin doing it?
Yeah, that's what I think. Everyone's kind of waiting for the UFC because like they are number one big promotion, all hype promotion. So it's like everybody kind of waits for them to do it. But I think ONE FC, I think they introduced something like for the weight cuts. And I'm not too sure, like, but I think I heard that they introduced something for the weight cuts. Maybe like they test the fighters what the weight is so many weeks out from the fight and stuff like that. So they have did something first also. But yeah, I wouldn't see any reason why another promotion should start it, and then the rest will follow suit.
8 years has passed since. How much of a different fighter are you compared to then?
Oh, a lot, totally different. Even then, when I fought Myles at that time, I think I was like maybe like 5-6 wins, 1 loss, and he was like 4 wins with no losses. So we were basically kind of just starting off in the pro back then. Back then, the game's advanced so much since back then. It was more so me just like working on judo some days and then just some boxing. Like I was never really tying everything together. But as soon as I, went away, did the Ultimate Fighter experience, and then I went to Alliance in San Diego and, trained with like some of the top fighters in the world and trained with some of the best coaches in the world. All that information, you take all that information, even the information, that's the most important part too. Like you could be doing all this stuff, like, but when someone breaks it down and shows you and explains it, you understand it more. So it just adds a lot more to your game, the knowledge side of things. And obviously the grind, in America they grind every day, they push hard every day, and that ultimately makes you stronger fighter. So I feel like I'm still a strong fighter. Maybe maybe some fights in UFC, they weren't exciting fights, which I understand. Like the promotion like UFC, it's all built on good, exciting fights. And some of the matches I had were very, very tough and close to call too. Like some of them fights could have went my way, and I just felt like maybe some things I needed to change, maybe be more aggressive and come forward and try and look to push the fight. So I think in my since the UFC, I've did that a lot in my fights since that. So people have been paying a lot more attention, and I just feel like I'm pretty well-rounded everywhere. I can fight on the feet and I can fight in the wrestling and clinch. But that's my strong part. That's my go-to thing. If the going gets tough, I'll go to my clinch and my base. So I think that always kind of, keeps my chin safe anyway.
Do you believe that Price has evolved into a better fighter since then?
Yeah, I've been watching him. Since that. I've always talked about he wanted to rematch me and stuff like this. He's called me. We actually were meant to have a rematch in Cage Contender 2011.
Yeah.
1 year later, but he got injured 1 week before the fight, so I was like, I'm not too sure if I'd ever want to rematch this guy again. But here it is. But I know he ain't going to pull out this time because the money's too good for him to pull out this time. He knows that for a fact. That's why he's saying nothing. He wants to stay in this fight, but he has evolved. His grappling game's been coming on really well. I think he's like he's training with good guys at Team Rhino there. And I got a lot of respect for them boys down there. And he's trained at SBG, so he's been about and got a lot of experience everywhere. But I still think, whenever it gets down to it, I think I'm going to be the bully in there. I think I can bully him in there and do as I please. I could take a fight to the mat if I want. I feel this 100%. I believe this. That I could dominate him everywhere, even on the feet too, because like originally he's come from a kickboxing background, that's his background, but now he's kind of transitioned more into like he likes to do a lot of BJJ competitions and stuff like this. So it's like he's either one or the other. In this game, it's not. You got to be everywhere. You got to be on point everywhere. So I feel like I can dominate him anywhere because I can use my wrestling to bully him. That's how I feel the fight is going to play out, and I'll be looking for the finish. I want to almost got the finish in my last fight. But I just got a wee bit over anxious, never kind of picked the shots to put the boy away. So this time, you learn from your mistakes and take it on to the next fight. So hopefully we can get the job done inside the distance.
With all that said, where have you spent most of your training camp and who have you been working with?
Oh, I've been, this is crazy because this is the first time I've had a quick turnaround fight since, I would say, before the UFC. This is probably my first time I've ever had a fight so quick. And it's a good thing because I'm injury free. There's always been something after the fight, like knee, hand, something. So this is a good, it's a good motivational thing for me to keep going, keep pushing forward and get a few more fights by the end of the year. And but training wise, I've been training with a lot of good guys, especially like Myles' style. We got a young kid in our gym who's an absolute beast. His name's Reese McKee. So if you're ever looking to add some good solid lightweight fighters, this guy is a killer and he's a finisher. So I train with him every day, and he kind of imitates Myles' style too, but he's on a different level than Myles. I feel, them two were meant to fight before also, but Myles pulled out, so this is one of the reasons why he ain't going to pull out this time. So, but he's a perfect guy for me to spar with. And then there's another guy training that he's fighting on Brave, Glenn Irvine, another teammate. He's going to be fighting some Polish guy. I forget his name. It's a guy from the south, Polish guy. So Big Glenn, he started off his career like he's lost his first two, and now he's won his like last four. So, and he's just a beast. So he's like a middleweight, I think. So I'm sparring with them two guys. That's perfect style for me to fight Myles 100%. And I feel dominant. So that's a good thing mentally for me.
Is there anything like, I know you haven't had much time to get ready, but is there anything new you added to your training regimen as of late, even in your last camp?
Well, mate, it's like the last fight was like just a month ago, so only took like 2 weeks or something like that off, and then come straight back. So I've never, it's not like you lose your fitness that bad, So, and plus with the fight being a catchweight, my mind is just stress free that I'm not even having to think about worrying about the weight. 100% I make 73 kilos, no problem. So that's almost the fight instantly won in my mind already. So I'm just happy that I can eat some good stuff too and some bad stuff, but I know I'm going to make weight. But I'm just looking forward to this whole occasion. It's going to be a good one, and adding things to my game. I would say just trying to finish the fight. In my mind when I'm training with the guys in the gym, when I'm trying to spar with them, I'm not kind of taking it easy. I'm looking to try and dominate every round and be nasty every round. So that's what I've been doing the last few training sparring sessions, is basically try and finish the fight. Because I think that's what a lot of people want to see me finish the fight.
Yeah, of course they want to see you finish the fight. Like even probably on Miles' side, everybody's expecting fireworks in this
Mm-hmm.
co-main event. So I'm pretty
Yep.
sure you seem like you're in very good spirits right now. You seem very happy. You don't have to cut as much weight, right?
Oh, 100%. Like people don't understand. Like even sometimes, like they say what your weight is, I say what my weight is, and I'm like, oh man, like no, I'm fighting at 73 kilos. Remember that I'm not fighting at 70 kilos. I got an extra 6.5 pounds to play with. So they're like, oh, I forgot. But they're all good. It's just more like I just know I can't afford to lose any more money. When you
Yeah.
miss weight, it's like it's a lot comes out of your fibers. It's like 40% sometimes. So this is I'm just happy that we got this fight at the catchweight and we're ready to go, and I'm ready to go and shut the guy up for good, and I'll buy him a good Guinness after the fight, no problem. Says that I'll come and I'll beat you up. I'll promise you I'll beat you up, but I'll be good to you. I'll buy you a drink after and say good luck, future.
Yeah. He's been doing a few interviews as of late, and he seems very, very confident in himself in this rematch. And he takes a dig at your previous weight issues. What do you have to say about all the things he's been saying?
Mate, it's just in one ear and out the other with me. It's like water off a duck's back, just slides off.
Mhm.
With me, it's like with this guy here, like it's not really. I understand where he's strong and all these things here, but he knows deep down I'm the strongest fight he's ever faced. He knows that 100%. He's going to face the strongest fighter he's ever faced, and I've been in there with some of the toughest boys in the world, big, strong Russian wrestlers, Gleason T-By, all these boys. So this guy here is like, I don't really see any problem, to be honest. I think the only way he can beat me, being honest, I'm not being cocky. I think the only way this lad can beat me is he catches me by like a flash knockout. That's the only way I think he can beat me. You know, but we'll not sit and say these things because you don't know what can happen in the sport of this game. But I feel 100% confident I'm going to smash him up. That's how I feel it.
Of
I'm going to
course.
beat him. But he can say all these wee things to do all this here wee mind games, but it's just whenever I see him when the cage locks and I'm like, where's the talking now? Show me your talking now. Let's see what's up now. Whenever you're on your back and I'm smashing you up, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to go and put him on his back and beat him up.
KSW, you've been fighting for them the past few years. You've had a turbulent stint with them. Do you
Mm.
plan on fighting for them again? What is the situation with that promotion?
Yeah, no, I've got a good relationship with KSW, and I just, sometimes with people understand when me fighting their champion the 2 times and stuff like this, you just let it go on. That's the way I see it now. It's in the past. It just moved on. Like the real people understand what's up. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Like there's the boys at the Brave MMA Europe. They says to me some options, some opportunities, like get past Miles here this fight, get the job done real quick against Miles this fight, and then there's a big opportunity could come up in September, October time. But then I know KSW got a big show in September, October time. So I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I'll just find out exactly what works out best for me. And that's what it comes down to. Like I'm not going to sit back and say this and say that. I'm going to be real and just say what financially what's going to be the best for me. That's where I'm going to go 100%.
How does it feel to have so many options as a fighter?
No, I think, I know from being in the UFC, like you think people, like whenever you get released from the UFC, people think it's done and you're not, but there's so much good money to be made in a lot of other promotions. Like Brave's a big promotion, they start, like, they're very a new promotion from the last couple of years, but they've been starting to expand into Brazil, and obviously they're hotbeds in the Middle East. Now they're coming into the Europe, UK, Ireland, and then they're going to be going more into like, the middle or European places. So it's they got big funding too. So and then ACB, there's so many promotions. There's so many promotions about that people can have these options, and it's not all about the UFC. UFC, yeah, you got to be up in the top tier to be making the good money. To be making good money. Other than that, the boys down there, it's like no different from boys fighting in all these other shows, and they wouldn't. You could get a list of boys from all around the world right now, and they could jump into like top tier UFC, no problem. People know this, no problem. So, but we understand like it's big opportunity, big promotion. It's big name, like it's number one. But I'm happy. It's not my thing. It's not my mind to get back to UFC. Like people always say, you want to go back, you want to go back. I'm like, nah, I'm not really thinking to get back there, to be honest. Say if I was on like a good win streak or something. It was like, oh, here, this boy pulled out last minute and the opportunity came up. Yeah, maybe I would do that, but it's not the thing in my mind at the minute. I've been there and did that, you know. I've been there and did that, so it's not really on my agenda at the minute. I'm just happy to be fighting here for Brave, this fight here, and then seeing what's happening, what direction I could go after this, because I know they got an interim champion at the minute. Brave got interim champion. I forget his name. I'm sorry for being rude, but I know that the champion is Mineiros from Brazil. You know, he won the belt there like about a month ago. So there's you know, get past Myles, there's a wee avenue to go this direction too. So we'll just see what happens, mate. You know, just get this one out of the way and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's just you're giving a testimony of how the growth of MMA has came so far in the world, that you don't have to think about just going to the UFC anymore, and it's great.
Yeah, 100%. Like the next promotion, like it travels all around. Like you got ACB, they do all this traveling around now. They're a big promotion from Russia. You get Fight Nights Global. They're all like so many, like M1 Global, like Brave, huge promotion, like Rising promotion at the minute, making their first show, and you've got so many other ones everywhere. It's unbelievable, and it's good for people that to have these options to, you know, build a brand, you know, on these promotions, be champion, you know, get marketable, and then if they want to move on to bigger things or different things, then that's so be it, you know. So it's at the end of the day, it's just business, really, you know. But I just see this as a good opportunity and get my mind focused on something like different, something new. I like that. It's like a new motivational thing for me. So I'm going to keep digging it until I see which door opens first.
One question left for you. In the past, you've been very vocal about the media in Northern Ireland. You're going back to Belfast. Has anything changed since the last time you fought in Belfast?
Well, we've had well, they actually our main like sports channel would be like we call it BBC Sport NI, BBC Sport Northern Ireland. Okay, so like they would have did some things. Not, it's more, our country's more known for like boxing country, you know, like Carframpton, all boxing. It's all big boxing thing, you know, and I respect boxing 100%. We got great champions here, 100%. But I always wanted them to kind of some wee guy to drift off there. And you know, didn't get me wrong, there is a few people up north. There is who would interview me and stuff. They're good, but I'm on about the big guys at the top. So like getting on the live on the TV and stuff like this. And obviously they would come on board with Conor McGregor comes on, obviously, but he's from the south, so they'll take Conor McGregor, you know, and do all this here to try and promote it, which is one, like I'm not against that whatsoever, but it'd be good just to see them give like other boys the opportunities too, the limelight on the TV and stuff. With like some of the young guys from our gym, Reece McKee, who's the Bama World Lightweight Champion, he's going to be defending his belt soon, so using that's to come. So like a guy like us here who's young, he's 22, and like at 22 at that age, when I was at 22 at that age, the guy would smoke me real fast, you know. So that's why I like to see these guys get some promotion too, and as well as myself, obviously, you know, because I feel like I'm one of the main guys from Northern Ireland, and I'm representing every time I go away. I represent the country 100%, and but you know, not all of them's against it, you know, but some of them are just kind of, I think it's more like they're maybe scared to go and say stuff that they're not really sure about and stuff like this. But there is some people, some young guys, I forget his name, the wee reporter guy who comes to me, he does some interviews for Northern Ireland and stuff like that on mixed martial arts, which is good, you know. So I'll speak to him all the time, but you know, I'll just keep doing my thing, and maybe once you see a belt wrapped around my shoulder, then you know what happens, and then they all come. That's when they all come to you. So you know, you just got to do your thing, and that's it.
Definitely. Brave 13, European Evolution, Belfast, June 9th. Norman Parke will face Myles Price in the co-main event. Very, very exciting matchup. Thank you for your time, Norman, and good luck that night.
Thanks, John. Nice to speak to you. Hopefully we can get another the winning interview after. How about that?
Oh, definitely.
Yes, let's do that, and then we can talk about what's next after that then.
Oh yeah, I know there's some exciting stuff going on that you can't talk about, but you want to talk about it.
I'll send you a message, sure. How about that?
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, John. Thank you.